Hi, today we're going to talk about your spiritual awakening and why you came here to the earth plane and what are you supposed to do while you're here. So by the end of this video, you'll completely understand why you came here and what to do to transcend and awaken and fully evolve as a human being. So you need to watch the whole video in order to get all the information. Hi, I'm Melissa Feick, founder of the Spiritual Expansion Academy. I help people expand their consciousness so they can be centered and connect to oneness. So what I want to talk about today is something that I don't hear a lot about more currently, the more current spiritual awakening. A lot of people aren't talking about the planes of existence. They're talking about dimensions. And I'm going to explain to you why it's important to understand the distinction between the planes of existence and dimensions. So you live here on the earth plane. This plane of existence is considered the physical plane. It's physicality, right? This is real. This is a physical form. We live in a physical universe here. In this physical plane are, I would consider in our terms, infinite amounts of dimensions. So, physical plane, infinite amounts of dimensions. Then you have, so you have a physical plane, then you have an emotional plane. And the emotional plane is directly connected to our emotional body. The physical plane is connected to the physical body. The emotional plane is connected to our emotional body. And then around a little higher vibration than the emotional plane is considered the mental plane. And that is connected to, you're right, the mental body. So we have these planes of existence. In the physical, emotional, and mental planes, there is a direct correlation between that and our bodies. Within those planes, the first 3 planes, so there are actually 7 planes, infinite amount of dimensions in those 7 planes, but in those 7 planes, we are connected to the lower 3. And again, I'll say it's physical, emotional, and mental. Those 3 lower planes are all connected to duality. And the duality is right, wrong, good, bad, and seeing everything in black and white like we do on this plane. The duality keeps us in separation so we don't feel connected. Our physical bodies are separate from each other. We don't feel connected. And even when a woman is holding a baby in their womb, people will still see the baby as separate. We are separate beings. At least that's our perception, because we live in a world of what? Duality, right? So cool, so cool. So here we are. We're living in this world of duality. And the planes above us, or I shouldn't say above us, the planes connected to us are also connected to duality. Now, the planes of existence are not in, like you'll see in the picture, it's not that they are like delineations. There's a delineation, so one is separate than the other, then separate from the other. Really, these planes are in a spiral. So they're always in movement. So the planes of existence are moving and interchanging information. So there's always, especially in the lower 3, connected to us as humans, it is interacting with us and it is communicating with us. So the physical plane is communicating with us, the emotional plane is communicating with us, and the mental plane is communicating with us. And we're communicating with the mental plane, we're communicating with the emotional plane, and we are communicating with the physical plane. So as we're communicating with all of these planes, what does that mean for us? means that we're still living in duality. So why did you come here on this earth plane? People ask this all the time. Why did I come to this plane? It's because you are to master the physical, emotional, and mental planes. You're going to master those planes. How do you master that? By mastering the physical, emotional, and mental bodies within your energy system. You are mastering them. That's why you hear of ascended masters. That means that they have mastered the duality. They have mastered the separation, and they have mastered their own emotional, mental, and physical bodies, and they have mastered the physical, emotional, mental planes. We cannot function in this world without the full understanding that we are here to ascend, to transform, to transmute the lower vibrational energies. That doesn't mean we're trying to get rid of the ego. What we're trying to do is balance all of that and transcend the energetic karma that's connected to duality. And if anybody wants to argue with me that there is no more karma, then if there is no more karma, tell me why we are still experiencing patterns in our life. If we weren't experiencing victim patterns, I'd agree with you 100%. There's no more karma. But if you still have some sort of emotional, mental, physical tie that is making you feel separate, making you feel any lower vibrational feelings other than complete bliss, love, connection, then you're still dealing with karma connected to the lower three planes. So you're here to transcend the emotional body. How do you do that? You do that through dealing with your own emotions, by transcending your karmic patterns that is connected to your emotional patterns, which is connected to your experiences. Same with the mental. Now remember, these planes of existence and the bodies, right? Physical, emotional, mental bodies, physical, emotional, and mental planes, they are constantly interacting with each other. So it's not like, oh, I'm going to heal my emotional body, but you still are healing the mental body with that. You're transcending these energies. Each step you take toward your spiritual awakening, toward your enlightenment, toward your ascension, and transcending, transmuting all those lower vibrations and raising your frequency, you are transcending your karmic energies and patterns that you came here to transcend. It is such a gift. And I want you to understand that you are not just a physical form. You have all this energy that you are here to work through and transcend. So when it comes to working with the planes of existence, what you want to look at is, how in my physical world am I still believing in duality, connecting to duality, being afraid of duality, dealing with things that I feel separate with in the physical realm, like abundance. If you feel separate from abundance, you're not going to experience abundance. It is all in the same frequency. So, the emotional plane of existence and your emotional body interconnected. So here your physical and emotional bodies are connected. And how does that relate to something like abundance? Well, here it is. Emotionally, if you feel that you are unworthy, or that you have to work really hard in order to receive, then the same thing's going to happen. You're not going to allow it into your experience. So, and the mental as well. If you don't believe, right? A belief system, like a lot of modalities talk about belief systems, but you have to understand that there is not just a belief system. or just an emotional healing, or just a physical healing. Dude, they're all in one. You can't have one without out the other, because if you do, then you believe that they are separate. And we've got to switch that belief system that if you exercise right and you eat right, then you will heal everything. No, because you'll still have emotional crap. So, just because you've gone to the therapist for 10 years doesn't mean you've ascended. So we are here to really transform and transmute all those energies. And it's all about karmic patterns. And I am talking about the pattern of lack, the pattern of victimization, the pattern of abandonment, the pattern of fear, the pattern of unworthiness. All of these patterns, there's many of them. When I connect to the Akashic records and do the healing modality that I do, connecting to the Akashic records, which is a little bit different than reading the records. When I do that healing on people, I'm looking at the bigger patterns and how to help people transcend them so that they can be more in alignment. And what happens, and this is the best part of this whole video, what happens when you start transcending duality and transcending the issues that you have in your emotional, mental, and physical bodies, and the connection of the duality in the planes of existence, is that you will start bringing forward the higher states of consciousness, like oneness, connection, bliss, pure joy, love, inner peace. All of those things are available to you. And that is a gift, a real, true gift. And I want to help people understand that gift, because if you are still feeling unworthy, then we need to deal with your patterns connected to that unworthiness that's helping you feel separate and unable to transcend. So I am so excited for this video. I can't even tell you. So thanks so much for listening to the end. And if you liked this video and you want to see more, make sure you click the subscribe button below, and you'll get notified every time I send out a new video. I send you so much love and excitement, and have a fantastic day.